Good morning, and hopefully you have went through the notes and you have attempted to do the molarity practice problems on your own. So let's go over the answers. So as you can see on your notes, there's our molarity triangle. If you cover up the unit you are looking for, it will give you the formula for the other two. So if they're side by side, you multiply. If they're above each other, then you divide. So let's go into our first problem here. I'm going to calculate the molarity of a solution that's prepared by dissolving 11.5 grams of potassium nitrate with enough water to make 750 milliliters of solution. Okay, so I'm going to write down everything I know. I know M, which is unknown. I don't know it. I don't know moles yet, but I know mass, and I know V, which is my volume. Now, according to the formula, volume has to be in liters, so I'm going to convert this to liters. So I'm going to take 750 milliliters, and I'm going to divide that by 1,000, and that will give me liters, so 0.750 liters. Okay, so I don't need these two. Now I can find moles, but I have to first take mass and convert it to moles. So I'm going to need to determine the molar mass of potassium nitrate, which we've done before. So mass is on bottom, moles is on top. So if I go look up, the mass of potassium is 39. So 39 plus the mass of manganese, which is 55, and the mass of oxygen times 4, so 16 times 4. And I get a total of 142 grams per mole. So now I just have to divide 11.85 by 142, and I get an answer of 0.08 moles. So that's going to get plugged in here. So now I know my other two values. So if I were to cover this up, I want to solve for molarity. So molarity is moles over liters, so N over V. So M equals N over V. So I'm going to take moles, put that on top, divided by the volume. And I should get, when I divide this, that my molarity is 0.11 molar. Okay, so that's number one. There are 4 total we're going to work through. Okay, I'm going to grab a different highlighter. When I calculate the mass of sodium chloride, I have 175 milliliters, and I have 0.5 molar. So I'm going to write down my molarity. The number of moles I don't know, and I know the volume, which is 175, but it's milliliters, so I'm going to divide by 1,000 to make that liters, 0.175 liters. So if I want to know moles, so I cover up N, so this right here is N, this is V, this is M. I cover this up, I get M times V. So N equals M times V. So 0.5 times 0.175. And you get an answer of 0.088 moles. I'm going to take that value, I'm going to convert it to mass, so I have to find the molar mass of sodium chloride. So I know 1 mole goes on the bottom. And my molar mass will go here. And if I calculate the molar mass by adding 35 and 23, then I get a molar mass of 58. So I'm going to multiply 0.88 times by 58, and I get a mass of 5.104 grams. Okay, let's go down to problem 3. Problem 3 in your notes. So I want to calculate the volume in milliliters. So in the end, I'm going to have to multiply by 1,000. Need to prepare a 2.48 molar solution of sodium hydroxide, and it contains 31.52 grams of dissolved solid. So I have M, N, V, my 3 variables. So we're going to solve for this. We know we're going to have to multiply it by 1,000, whatever we get. My molarity is 2.48. And my mass, I have a mass of 31.52 grams, but I need moles. So 1 mole of sodium hydroxide, and then we'll find molar mass, which we know is, to find molar mass here, 35 plus 16 plus 1. And that'll give us a mass of 52. So now I'm going to divide 31.52 by 52. And so that will tell me I have 0.61 moles. I'm still looking for V, so if I go back up, I look at my triangle here. I cover this up. I get N over M, so V is N over M. So moles over molarity, so moles, 0.61 over molarity of 2.48. Divide these two values, and you get 0.25 liters times 1,000, because the answer calls for milliliters. So if I do that, I get 240 250 milliliters. Okay, last problem. So here, I want to know the mass of calcium chloride. It must be dissolved in water to make 350 milliliters of 1.75 molar solution. So once again, I write down my variables, M, N, and V. So minimum volume is 350 milliliters. So I'm going to have to divide by 1,000 and make that liters. I know my molarity is 1.75 molar. I don't know N. So once again, I go up top. To find N, I cover it up as M times V. So moles equals your molarity times your volume. So 1.75 times 0.350. And you should get a value there of 0.61 moles. But we're not done, because the answer calls for grams. So we're going to take 0.61 moles of calcium chloride. Okay, and we're going to convert that value by calculating the molar mass of calcium chloride. And we're going to multiply this number by that mass. So calcium has a mass of 40 plus mass of chlorine is 35, but there's 2 of them, so times 2. And you get 410 grams. So now all I gotta do is multiply 0.61 times 110, and your answer is 67.1 grams calcium chloride.